We're assembling the Skunk pop-up card. And I already have my pieces, my center pieces here for my Skunk drying under my mat. I've glued these two pieces together and I'm letting them dry and hopefully not curve too much. I've put the panels on my base. So now I'm going to prep my base. You're just going to fold on your score lines like this. We're creating a 1/4 inch space here that we're going to glue down to the inside of our card, of our base. Just like that. And now add some glue here. And I always find that I have to hold this for several seconds to get it to stick. Whoops. All right, so now we're just going to set that aside and let's do our leaf insert first. On this particular insert, because the amount of the insert that is above the base of the card is less than 2 inches, you don't want to use any dimensional tape on this because that will affect how the card closes. So for these pieces, we're just gluing this flat, and there's 2 of them that are the same. Then I'm going to pull in my Skunk. Did I say we were doing the Skunk? And I'm using white and I'm inking my edges just so that you can see all the different things he has going on. And I did that to all the other pieces as well. All right, so since his background is black, he didn't need a different base piece to go behind him. And you just want to center this. It almost looks like a Darth Vader helmet here like this. Okay, so apply your glue to this piece so that it's not in the cutout areas. And center it like that, and then add the top of his helmet. Now he really does look like Darth Vader. And that goes just like that. Now for his tail, you want to line up this point here to the point there, and then just let it fall into place, okay? It's a stripe, so if you just line up that point, this point goes here to this. There's a little indent there. You'll see that when you're working on it. And that goes just like that. And then I'm going to look to see where this is so I know how high I want to put. I'm going to put that just like that. Because I like this little tummy piece to tuck under the head. That's just my preference. And then I'm going to apply glue. You know what? Let's see if I can lift that. Yay! I have done this with every other one, and you can use dimensional tape here on this piece because it's high enough that it won't interfere with the opening and closing of the card. So I did want to pop this up. There we go. Better. And then his feet, you're just going to kind of tilt out to the side, but I'm going to wait to put those on until I attach him to the base. Okay. And I did not ink my stump. Oh, that's gray. I don't want to use gray. Here's a brown. So I'm going to just rub this around the edges. I'm going to do it off to the side because my ink pads are so old that they're shedding. And now this, we're just going to just kind of center here. This is the top of the log going here. Okay, and then we can add our skunk. Squirrel. He's similar to the squirrel, but he's different. And then we're just going to add his little feet. I like to kind of tilt them to the side. Okay, and now let's put our flower together. And it looks like you're just going to have to take a second to find which way it goes. I'm probably going too far. There it is. Okay. And then you want to put your center. And I'm just going to kind of put it like that, I think. Okay, there we are. I don't think I have enough space to use a square foam, so I think I'm going to use one of my circles. I think that's okay. Like that. Okay. We make sure, okay. We'll make sure that foam circle was on the, I don't like this going over his face. I should have turned it a little bit more, so I just cut that off. And let's see if I can slide it in here at a different angle. Yeah. Oh, it's stuck on my foam. That's good. There we go. That's better. Okay, so now we're going to pull this in. So you'll want to make sure you line your flower up and pay attention to that leaf, unless you don't mind it being over the face of your little animal. So slide our pieces in here and take this out. Oh, good, that one already went through to the bottom. So you slide it in the top and through the bottom, flip it over, fold this piece up, and glue it to the bottom of your base. Turn it back. Now put this in again, all the way through, flip it over. Okay, now put our centerpiece in. Then we're going to fold this tab up on the bottom and glue it to our base. Being careful not to let the glue go over this centerpiece. You see now when I lift it up, my top isn't going. And that's because we have to glue the top tab into place. And now you'll see when I lift it, this top base goes up as well. Okay, make sure that's on there good. Now I'm going to put glue on just these tabs. Fold that back down. On this side, I'm going to fold this tab up and leave this one down flat. And I'm going to glue these tabs together. Just like this. And it does take a little bit of pressure because you've got a little bit of bulk from all the layers of paper. And then, oh, see here, you see my glue spilt over and I was gluing my base together. So I need to let that dry a little bit. Okay. Now when I push up, you can see that everything rises the way it's supposed to. Just want to carefully glue this shut. And that's why you don't want to use too much glue there on those tabs, because you'll just be gluing your card shut. Oh, he's kind of sweet. There is the Skunk pop-up card. Thank you for joining me.